Good morning, students. Today we are going to deal with the topic different stages of mining. Different stages of mining. The main objective of this class is after completion of this class, you are able to understand or you are able to know the different stages of mining operations. Different stages of mining operations. In the previous chapters, we discussed the definition of mining, and mining operations. As all of you know, that mine is a place where we extract the mineral is called mine. Also defined as mine is defined as the means of excavation where any operation for the purpose of searching for or obtaining mineral has been or is being carried out or carried on. Or mine is an area where the valuable mineral winning operations are economically carried out. This is called mine. Mining is the operation to win the valuable minerals economically. It is the verb form. Mine is the noun form. Mining is the verb form. Mining means any operation for the purpose of searching for obtaining mineral has been or being carried on either manually or mechanically. Basing on the nature of the mineral, its formation and mining operation is carried out. Mining operation is classified in two classifications, two categories. One is metal mining, another one is coal mining. Except coal mining, every mine will come under the broad classification of metal mines, except coal and petroleum mine. Remaining all other mines will come under the broad classification of metal mining, like limestones, granite, copper, zinc, lead, everything will come under the classification of metal mining. As all of you know, in the previous classes, we discussed which type of mode of entry is suitable for various mines. Under this classification, mines are two types. One is open cast mine, another one is underground mining. Deposit closer to surface, nearly 150 meters, up to, in modern era, it is 450 meters are also. The deposits which are available from the surface below 150 meters are mined by means of open cast mining. If the deposits are deeper and deeper level, then we go for underground methods. There are so many underground methods are there. The basic method is board and pillar method. Long wall method is there, and special methods are there. Hydraulic mining, blasting gallery method of working, long wall mining, and different methods are there. If the mineral is far away from the surface of the earth, or more than 450 500 meters, we go for the mode of entry is, most probably the mode of entry is shaft. In intermediate stage, if the depth is moderate depth, then we go for incline. Here, principal types of coal mines. This is shaft. A headgear is used. This is shaft. This is incline. This is open cast mining. Open cast mining. The main aim of mining activity is to open cast or underground mine. It is in 3 stages. These stages makes the mining activity safe, economical and full-fledged. If you start the mining, there are different phases to start the mining. There are 3 stages are there. One is pre-mining operations, mining operations, post-mining operations. Ancillary mining operations will not come into the broad classification of mining stages, but ancillary mining operations are also required to start the mining. By heading itself, it is indicating that the mining operations which are carried out before starting the actual mining is called pre-mining operations. It's called pre-mining operations. Under this category, there are so many operations are there. The sequence of operations is like this, most probably like this. First of all, prospecting, exploration, then license getting, devegetation and initial ground treatment, formation of approach roads, procurement of machinery and equipment, land acquisition, environmental management, plan preparation. These arrangements are necessary to conduct the actual mining operations. These are called pre-mining operations. The operations which are carried out before starting the actual mining is called pre-mining operations, under which, as I said earlier, there are 7-8 types of operations are there. The first one is exploration. There are 2 parts in exploration. One is prospecting, then another one is exploration. Prospecting means searching for mineral is called prospecting. Means searching the ore or mineral by various methods of prospecting. If the mineral is found and economic for extraction, then it will be extract. The sole responsibility to prospect the mineral wealth of India is Geological Survey of India. Their main aim, their main goal, their main purpose is prospecting of mineral wealth and measurement of various boundaries of the country. So Geological Survey of India, the headquarters is present in Calcutta, There is a division in Hyderabad also. Their main aim is prospecting. In prospecting, preliminarily they understand or they invented here there is a certain type of mineral is present. Then they will go to the exploration. Exploration is nothing but a detailed prospecting, or the generally in exploration the size, shape, extent, thickness, properties, distribution, and total reserves present in the particular area through drilling the boreholes. By drilling the boreholes in the grid pattern along the surface of the earth. After prospecting, they used to know the shape, extent, geology, shape, distribution, strength, everything, quality of the mineral. By borehole data, by drilling the boreholes, after collecting the core, they will understand what type of mineral is there, what is its strength. They will get the rough estimation after exploration, how much quantity of mineral is there, what is its shape, what is its size, how far it is there, what extent it is there, how thickness is there, whether it is thin type of mineral or thick type of mineral or very thick type of mineral. In case of coal, below 1.5 meters thickness, coal seams are not mineable by manual methods, because the height of the human being in India, the average height is 1.8 meters. That's why the seam thickness should be more than 1.8 meters. Otherwise, you cannot walk by with the full height of the human being. Whereas in Australia, if you see in Australia, they used to extract even less than 1.5 meters coal seams are also by the advanced technology, longwall type of technology. Otherwise, in India, if you want to extract 1.5 meters thickness seam also, you have to dig the associated rock which is present. You must have to dig the or blast the associated rock in the roof up to 1.8 meters. Some of the rock you must be blasted or you must be extracted. It is a waste of money and time and energy. After getting the collections of samples, they estimate the quantity of reserves present in the particular area, and as well as by assaying they came to know the quality of the mineral, how much amount of metal is there. In case of coal mines, what type of grade of coal is there, what type of grade of coal is there, and in the present area and in the present market, what is the cost of what will be the cost of the particular mineral, how much amount of the DPR will be prepared. Detailed project report. After exploration, a detailed project report will be prepared. In the deeper detailed project report, how much cost is required, how much amount of capital is required, what type of technology is required, what type of technology is required to complete the mining. They will prepare the feasibility report and debate the project reports before the experts of the particular area. As well as they understand the, in exploration, they understand the geological disturbances of the deposit. Whether the deposit in the particular area, prospected area, is having lot of disturbances geologically due to the folds and faults. A better planning is required. High amount of technology is required. Equipment should be procured from, sophisticated equipment should be procured. Otherwise, you will not extract the mineral. Folds or faults are the common geological disturbances in the area, in the surface of the geology, due to the various stresses, strains. The surface of the rock, the surface of the earth breaks and it go away each other from the breaking point, either upwards or downwards. Those are called folds, faults. During the exploration, they came to understand how many disturbances are here and what will be the exact method to encounter the or to extract the mineral. Now we are seeing this is prospecting rigs. These are the rigs which are used prospecting. Here a borehole mission is drilling the borehole. Most of the cases for prospecting the mineral, to understand easily and exactly, rotary method of drilling is associated, in which extraction of core is possible by means of diamond drilling drill bits. Diamond drilling technique. There are so many techniques are there in rotary drilling, but to extract the core, only rotary method of drilling with the diamond drill bit is possible. If you get the core, you will get complete analysis, you will get complete picture of the particular area and at what extent from the surface of the earth, at what depth you will encounter the mineral bed, and what type of mineral is there, everything will be understand. The next one is getting licensed. Getting various provisions from the state and central government are obtained basing as the recommendations of departments of mines, geology, environmental departments. Licensing is very much necessary. Without license, nobody can start mine. If you want to start mine, you have to have license from the concerned authorities. To start a mine, you have to take license from the central government and concerned authorities. Regarding environmental, Department of Environmental will give the license, permission. Department of Forest, Department of Geology, Department of Mines, Department of Revenue. These are the concerned authorities. They will give the, in which forest and environmental department licenses are very, very much necessary. Nowadays, they are very stringent while giving the, especially forest and environment. Mining is an activity against the nature. Already we know that. In case of open cast mines, all the trees present on the surface of the earth will be cleared by cutting those trees. Growing of trees, it takes lot of years. For cutting, very, very less time is enough. So to get the oxygen, growing of trees is very necessary. Photosynthesis is important one. Otherwise, you will not get any oxygen on the earth. So the forest department is regulating the giving of licenses. If you start a mine, if 100 acres of area is needed to open the mine, the forest people are giving license by putting some conditions. You are supposed to grow 200 acres of land, grow the trees in 200 acres of land. Then only will be given license. Especially in environmental department is also putting lot of conditions to give the license to the mines. Another one is devegetation and initial growth treatment. In this stage, all the bushes, trees and boulders are removed and making the ground suitable for starting the mining. and it will be leveled suitable for conducting mining operations is done. The land is prepared for mining operations and other constructions. Mostly the forest area will have lot of undulations. The forest area will have lot of undulations, and it is filled with a lot of trees and boulders. If you want to start mining, you have to use some equipment for drilling and digging and transporting. To transport the mineral or waste, whatever it may be, the area should be free from boulders or undulations. So, in the initial stage, the devegetation or cutting of bushes and trees will be done by powered saw cutters, and a dozer or grader is used to level the ground. If necessary, some rocks are present, blasting is also done. Blasting will be conducted by the experts. Blasting is also done by experts. After completion of, and in initial stage, the entire area will be cleared from bushes and boulders will be thrown away from that place, and the ground is prepared level and making ready for constructing different constructions. The next one is formation of approach roads. Formation of approach roads. Formation of approach roads is very important thing. Nowadays, manual mining is almost not introducing anywhere in the world, because human being himself, he cannot make every work. So equipment transportation is very much necessary. To go to the mining area, the area should have good roads. In recent days, the government of India and Andhra Pradesh separate zones for industrialization are being allotted. To that place, approach roads, they are farming approach roads by the government money, and they are allotting places for putting industries on subsidy basis. They are providing water, health, communications, electricity, all those. So formation of approach roads is important. to transport the excavated material from the plants to the industries, and provide linkage the railways to transport the mineral for long distances with less cost. Railways transportation by means of railways is cheapest one when compared with the road transportation. After this, procurement of machinery and equipment is important one. After getting the exploration or DPR, completing of DPR, feasibility report, if it is viable, if it is economical, if it is profitable, then they will go for license. Then after getting the license, while preparing the DPR or feasibility report, what type of technology is suitable for the particular area? If it is hard coal, if it is very, very hard coal, manual method of mining is not suitable because we cannot break it by manual. So different type of technology, machinery is required. If you see Neyveli Lignite Corporation, they are extracting lignite as well as overburden by means of bucket wheel excavators. To procure the bucket wheel excavator, you are supposed to order the equipment before the 3 years from the date you want. So procurement of machinery and equipment is very important. After deciding the method, what type of equipment is required? What type of equipment is required? If you are going for long wall machinery, you need to have chalk seal supports. At the same time, AFC, armored face conveyor, and power pack. A sufficient capacity fan is needed. Sufficient capacity fan is needed. After procuring after conclusion, what type of machinery you want to get, they will put the purchasing orders, POs, to the concerned suppliers. Then land acquisition is one of the important thing. For starting a mine, you need to have hundreds of acres. Especially in case of open cast mining, the entire mine area land should be acquisitioned. On the surface of the mine, nobody will enter in case of open cast mine. In case of underground mining, the land required for construction of offices, stores, beneficiation plants is required. Some of the mines is having use land. most of the mines, some of the mines with like gold mines, the quartz stone, gold is present in the quartz stones. To get the 10 grams of gold, nearly 3-4 tons of rock should be processed. If the beneficiation plant is present nearby the mine, what happens? You need not to transport huge amount of mineral from mine to the beneficiation plant. So especially iron ore mines, they have beneficiation plants nearby the mines. So you need to have lot of area. If it is present, if the land is having rights, the rights of the land is having ordinary private people. If it is government, they allotted to the concerned mine owners, or they will give the lease. In case of people having rights on the lands, Land Acquisition Act, as per the Land Acquisition Act, you should give compensation to the landowners. In some of the cases, if they are having sufficient, they will give job also. Large amount of area is required for dumping the waste. Workshops, lamp rooms, powerhouses, manager offices, workers colony also. Workers colony also. So it is becoming, acquisition of land is becoming one of the major issue. If the land is not available, if it is costly. In case of Andhra, if you see, every acre costs more than 20 lakhs. As per the even in government records also, its cost will be nearly 5 to 10 lakhs. As per the Land Acquisition Act, if you want to acquire the land, if you want to take the land from the owners, you have to give 3 times that of the government value. In case of Yanam is Union Territory, Pondicherry. It is the place of under Pondicherry government, the Union Territory. I went there during 2005, I think 2006. I inquired there about the cost of the land. There are natural gas, there is natural gas present there. The cost of the land as per government records is nearly 50 lakhs. In market, its cost is 80 to 90 lakhs. 80 to 90 lakhs. So, if it is so costly, you cannot acquire huge amount of land because it is not viable. The ultimate aim of any business is to get the profits. If you are not getting profits, nobody can start mining. The another most important is environmental management plan. Central government Department of Environment will give Department of Environment will give permission after seeing the environmental management plan. This world is not a single person's. Everybody has a right to live on the earth, though it may be animals, it may be birds, it may be human beings, it may be flora or fauna, whatever it may be. You don't have any right to disturb their life. So, if any flora or fauna is having problem due to the commencement of mining activity in a particular place, suppose a river or a small stream is going in the place of mine area, the environmental department will give the permission after redirecting the stream. Suppose some of the endangered animals or some of the extincted animals or to be extincted animals are present there, you will not get any permission. Suppose if the ecology of the particular area is under dangerous situation because of the mining you are going to be conducted, the environmental department will not give any permission. As per the mining laws, reclamation and rehabilitation is very much necessary. Suppose one type of tribes are living there. If you started mining operations there, if their culture damaged, the environmental department will not give any permission. At the same time, to farm the soil up to 3 feet, you will find the soil. Then the earth is having moram up to 3 meters only. Soil, the soil is suitable to grow the plants. After that, the soil present on the earth surface is not support to grow the trees. To farm these 3 feet soil, we call in Telugu it is as mrittika. Do you know how much time is required to farm the soil? Nearly thousands and lakhs of years. Lakhs and lakhs of years are required. So, before starting the mining, the entire soil, topsoil, which is used for growing of plants, will be dumped at a particular place, and it will be secured. If the life of the mine is 20 years, after 20 years, the entire area should be brought to the entire area should be brought to the 20 years back state. After 20 years, the entire area should be brought to the original state. Suppose before starting a mine, a stream is going there, a small river is going there. You are supposed to farm the entire area into its original state or before mining state. If it is having a small hill, you are supposed to farm a small hill. That is called reclamation. Reclamation. Reclaiming is, or in the earlier state, before mining activity, the area should be brought to the earlier state. This is the environmental department will give permission after seeing all these things and what type of method is there and what type of problems are arising, and for the environment is it suitable for the particular, what are the changes are going to be come due to the mining activity. After that only they will give permission. They will give permission to the, these are the various pre-mining operations, the mining operations which are going to be done before mining activity, actual mining activity or actual extracting of mineral takes place. This is called pre-mining operations. Various pre-mining operations already discussed. This is the first stage of mining. I hope you understand well. Okay, thank you.